So, Battle for Neighborville on Nintendo Switch recently got an update. As usual, this was not a content update, however, the change it made has fixed one of my biggest criticisms of the complete edition, and whilst it's fairly minor in the grand scale of things, I'm very pleased it has now been resolved. Let's take a look. So this update went live on the 12th of May, just over a week ago. It was a small update that took just a matter of seconds to install, but the change it made was very welcomed. Back at launch, the performance of the Nintendo Switch version was much better than many of us expected, running at a pretty solid 30 FPS in most cases. However, for some strange reason, one of the aspects of the game that had really low performance was the cutscenes. Particularly as the game starts off with a pretty lengthy cutscene that shows off the different areas of Giddy Park, it really didn't make a good first impression in my opinion. Not only was it a problem in this one instance, but it affected all cutscenes within the game. So if you hadn't already guessed by now, the main change this update has made is that all cutscenes now run smoothly like they do in other versions of the game. On screen now is a comparison between what the cutscenes were like before the update and after the update. Whilst it may be hard to tell on YouTube, there is definitely a noticeable improvement to the frame rate, bringing the cutscenes up to par with the rest of the game. I tested a number of different cutscenes, such as the ones that take you into the free roam areas, as well as the ones you see at the end of a match of Turf Takeover. And as far as I'm concerned, all cutscenes have now been fixed. I would have loved to have done a comparison with the opening cinematic, however, as it's only a one-time occurrence, I was unable to. As well as the cutscene adjustment, there were also a couple of other minor changes. A small list of patch notes was posted on the EA Answers forums by EA David, which mentions a couple of bug fixes such as some very minor UI issues, as well as enabling cloud save support, but nothing too exciting unfortunately. Overall, I'm just happy they fixed this issue, as to be honest, I really enjoy the Switch version of the game. I think it's the best version despite the graphics obviously not being as good as the other versions. I know it was a minor issue, but the bad frame rate in cutscenes was bothering me a lot, so I'm just glad that it has now been resolved. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons, but other than that, I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys, bye.